Hello from Beer Australia Reviews, and today we will be sampling, tasting and reviewing some Magic Juice Nipa from Freestyle Brewing, which is a local Perth company. So it's from the north of Perth, a place called Bassendean, which is, there's actually a couple of places around there that do beer. It's not that far away from Maylands, where my mate Chris brews his homebrew. But anyway, let's get the can out because that's what we're here for. So, as you can see, it's colourful. Okay, so it's such a small place. It's another one of them ones with a stick-on label. Now, because I can't, I won't be able to get all of this one in the glass. I better give it a bit of a roll, like as if it was a German wheat beer, just to get some of the sediment into it, because this is like I say, it's a Nipa. It's a cloudy New England style, East Coast style IPA. So give it a roll around, just to make sure that we actually get the sediment into the glass. Okay, so now let's get the thing open and let's get the thing actually in the glass. I hope it's been moved about enough to get all the sediment in, because this needs all of its sediment in. There we go. Okay, let's give it a big pour. Might have to wait for the next batch of it to come out the can. Okay, so now, what is this? Where is it from? Now, this brewery, Freestyle Brewery, is a new one on me. It's not one that I'd heard of until very recently, and it's a microbrewery. They describe themselves as a boutique brewery. Now, it's actually so small that they don't even have a website. So rather than a website, they've got a Facebook page, and here we go, they have an Instagram page. So hopefully they'll have a website up soon, but what they do have is a tasting room as well, so that you can actually go there. I think it might be just open on a Saturday these days, but at the first opportunity I will go over there and sample some of the beers actually on site. So now, I don't know that much about it. So the first time I saw this particular brand of beer from this brewery, so it's Freestyle Brewing from Perth, was just in the bottle shop a week ago. So the guy who runs the bottle shop, who is Nick from Vintage Cellars in Netherlands, he said, "Have you tried this one?" I said, "No, I haven't." He said, "Give it a go and then let me know." So I had one can of it last week and it was a revelation, I've got to tell you. So this is a contender already, without me even tasting this particular can of it, for my beer of the year for 2022. It's that good. Now, this is all the more impressive, the fact that it's made in Perth, it's made in Bassendean, where the water quality is absolutely awful. So they must have made a big effort to strip the water out of all of its unpleasant, all the sediment that's in the Perth water. It has like a metallic taste as Perth water. You just cannot drink it out of the tap. I know the locals do, but I wasn't born and bred in Perth, if you didn't know, and I cannot drink the water that comes straight out the tap. So for them to make a beer that's as good as this with Perth water is excellent. So well done, Mr. Freestyle. Anyways, okay, let's give this one a go and see what it's like. It's tropical fruits already. It's almost like a fruit juice sort of a note on this one. The hops in this are just fresh, right? They're really good. It has citrus in there as well. There's definitely a big chunk of citric acids coming from these hops as well. Can I say it's a particular sort of it doesn't have like a pineapple thing. It might have a little bit of passion fruit and a tiny bit of mango, but it has that overall tropical aroma. Now, what's the hops in this one? So they haven't put a lot of ingredients in this one. So it's made from so the malts are pale malts, oats and wheat, which is just the classic Nipa thing. The wheat gives it a little bit of cloudiness, but the oats give it that like porridge look. So the cloudiness in a NEPA comes mainly from the oats, and so just three different types of grain. And again, they've done the same thing with the hops. They've got Eldorado, Citra, and Mosaic. Now, the thing about hops is less is not enough, and more is too many. Ideally, whenever I try a NEPA style of beer, if they've got three different hops in there, it actually turns out to be one of the better beers. So take note, anyone who puts more than three hops in your beer or less than three. Right, mentioning no names, but Joe and Chris, yeah, you know what you do. This is ideal. This is the way you do it. Put three hops in. Right, so it comes out. It's 5.6%. It's described as a smooth, creamy, cloudy IPA, and yeah, let's give it a taste. Oh, it's smooth. There's a fruit tang across my tongue. It's not very bitter. It's more smooth. It's a sweet one, this one. The tiny little bit of dark malts in this one, and this is the sort of beer that they describe as dank, a dank style beer, which is sort of wet nettles sort of a feel to it, which sounds like a bad thing, but it isn't. It's just the way the hops give themselves or sort of impart their flavour onto the beer. So let's give it some more. The water quality is just exceptionally good. This particular beer has given me more faith in Australian beers, I've got to say, because they've managed to make a beer that's equal to some of the beers that come from, for example, there's the Deschutes Fresh Haze IPA. Deschutes comes from Oregon in the USA, and they get the water straight from the mountains from the winter snow melt. And this is very similar to that. It's equal to that one. It's as good as that one. So to make a beer of this kind with the water from Perth, it's a revelation. So well done, Mr. Freestyle. Let's give this one a. So it's just exceptionally smooth, and it's got all that tropical fruit aromas that you need, but there's no sort of harshness in there whatsoever. The small amount of citric and the citrus and citric acid in there is just enough to give you a little bit of a tingle. It's not like overwhelming. There's a little bit of grapefruit, but it's not a huge hit of grapefruit. It's not coating all around the outside. It doesn't linger as long as some. However, what you get as the first hit is just exceptionally good. Give it another go. Yeah. Okay. This is going right to the top of the list of Australian beers. If you've not tried this one yet, if you are the sort of person who likes a NEPA sort of beer, if you can get this Freestyle Brewing from Bassendean in Perth, give the thing a try. Now, I'm pretty sure they're probably not going to be exporting all around the planet at this point, because it's just such a tiny place. It's a boutique microbrewery. But if you are in Perth, if you're in WA, see if you can seek this out and get some. And if you're in Perth, go over to the tap room and actually try some on a Saturday. Because I will be doing that one in the next few weeks. That's a definite, because this beer has been so good. This has been such a nice experience finding this brewery for this beer, that I definitely have to go over there, because it's only a couple of miles away. So, yep, I'll be doing that one. So, just a recap on this one. It is 5.6%. It's called Magic Juice NEPA from Freestyle Brewing in Perth. Right at the top of my list of beers for 2022. Well done, Mr. Freestyle. That's excellent. Yeah, I'm going to try all of their all the other styles that they do. I'm going to give it a try. Thanks for watching.